Well, I went down to my oncologist on Friday, had my blood work drawn, met with him. The results of that blood work had not come in yet by the time I left with him, so he was going to call me once that result came in. I noticed the results on the portal, and so I saw that, yes, my liver numbers are still elevated. Noticed my kidney numbers were a bit elevated, and that concerned me a little bit. Finally got the call from the doctor on Monday, said, yes, the liver numbers are still outside of parameters, and so stay off of the Zytiga until we see you again, which is going to be next Friday, this coming Friday, the 26th, where they'll take new numbers and see if it's time to put me back on the Zytiga. The kidney numbers they weren't terribly concerned about, said that was probably just a result of dehydration, which is great. I'll take that as a win. Mixed feelings about going back on the Zytiga. I know it's necessary, and in order for it to do its job in killing the cancer. So, but at the same time, the time that I've been off it, I felt better than when I was on it. I still have the side effects from the Eligard, and still have those issues, but not as bad as when I was on the Zytiga. So, for immediate comfort, I like not being on it, but long term, I know I've got to get back on it in order for it to do its job over the next 2 years, and hopefully, Lord willing, knock out the cancer. We had our General Assembly, the Reformed Presbyterian Church General Assembly met this week, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. I gave the closing sermon at that assembly and gave a presentation on the history of the RPCGA. It was a very nice time of fellowship that was encouraging to me personally, as many people came up and said, we're praying for you, and we've been praying for you, and how are you doing? And so that was very encouraging to me. I had a brother came to me one day, and after the business of the previous day, he'd gone back to his hotel room and watched every single one of these videos that you're watching right now, from looking at them from my website, and had some very encouraging words. He was said he was moved to tears at times, that he was very encouraged, and that he planned to pass that on to some friends of his that would benefit from that. And that's the whole reason I've done these, is to see if perhaps my experience may be an encouragement to someone else who's facing similar things. So I printed up a whole bunch of these little cards. It just has a QR code and a link to my website where I link all of these videos from, and you can just scan the QR code and get it. And I handed out quite a few of them, and I mean, I'd be happy to provide some for you if there's a way for me to get them to you, and just encourage you perhaps to pass on this page, these videos, if you know someone who might be encouraged, who's struggling with similar issues, cancer or debilitating illness, and wants to see a similar experience so that they're not walking alone, so to speak. I'd be happy if you pass those on. Charles Spurgeon said, "No man can do me a truer kindness in this world than to pray for me." And I have certainly found that to be the case in my experience. It's very encouraging to me when people will mention that they've been praying for me, and sometimes when I find strength unlooked for in the midst of terrible fatigue, I'm grateful for those prayers, because God uses those prayers and answers the prayers of his people as he works out his own providence in our experience from day to day. So feel free to pass these on, these little videos, if there's somebody that you think might be might benefit from that, I would be happy to be used of the Lord to encourage someone in a similar situation. And so I do appreciate your prayers. I thank you for your faithfulness, and pray that the Lord will bless you in whatever corner of his kingdom in which you labor, and you will continue to be faithful to him as well. I thank you for this, and God bless.